how lazy I was. Recently, I was watching a football game, and I was sitting on my couch, and I was going to get something to drink. Right when I get up to go, one team kicked off to the other team. Before I could get back, they ran a 100-yard kickoff return, and I missed it. Like, the guy ran 100 yards before I could get 3 to maybe 4 yards. That guy also had 11 people really trying not to let him run 100 yards. I had nobody. No one cared what I was doing. When you watch sporting events, too, I feel like the commercials that they have, they're like advertising towards like professional athletes. Like, they have like running shoes. They're like, oh, you should buy these shoes. Then it shows like an NFL player like running with a tire tied to his back. And you're like, all right, well, how do those shoes look with jeans and sitting down? Because that's how I will be using them. I got to get tire and a rope. That's a lot. That's a lot you're asking. Someone gave me an Under Armour shirt. Do you know those? It's like skin tight. Like it just shows the worst parts of your body. I look better without a shirt on than with that shirt on. Just brutal. You know, like in plastic surgery, how they draw like markers on you and stuff? Like, they should just put you in that shirt and be like, obviously, you can see where we're going to go after the target areas. I always tell people I got to get back in shape, but, I mean, I've never been in shape. So, most people are like, if I can get back to my 20s, I would have to go back to 7. Like, if I could get back to when I was 7, I was killing it. For me, a good workout would be walking to McDonald's. Would be a great start, you know? Maybe stand up and eat it, see if that does something. Instead, I ordered the P90X videos. Thought I could do that, you know? Never worked out a day in my life, so let's do what the Navy SEALs do. I did not do it. You know what made me order it? Like, you know in the commercial, you know they show like a before body and then an after body? I was like blown away by the before body. I thought that's what you get to look like. I was like, that guy looks great. Then I saw the after body and I was like, does the before body guy have a DVD? Because that guy looks more my speed, you know? Like, what did he do to get to that? And I'll just do that. I travel a lot, and you know, it's not easy when you travel a lot. When you fly a bunch, you just think you're gonna die a bunch. I fly all the time. I was going through security recently, and this lady in front of me told the TSA agent that she was nervous about standing in like the X-ray machine, and then the TSA agent goes, "Well, it's a lot safer than that plane you're about to get on." All right, like what? What plane is she about to get on? Do you know something about that plane? Like, why would you say that? Have you ever, like, got on a flight and just looked at everybody already on it, and it just looks like a group that would go down in a plane crash, like, for some reason? You're like, I feel like I've seen y'all before. I had a pilot tell us right before we take off that he was retiring, and this was his last flight. You're like, just say that when we land, dude. We'll be the same people, you know? Like, why are you putting this much pressure on this flight? He's basically just like, either way, this is my last flight. So, I don't even like to change flights because I'm afraid I would change into one that goes down. And that would be so frustrating. Just everybody's crying, and you're like, I think you guys are upset. I paid $200 extra to get on this flight. Like, you guys are lucky. I was going through a small airport like recently, and like so they just had like the metal detector, and so we go through, and guy in front of me, it beeps. And then they asked him, they're like, hey, do you think, they're like, do you have anything metal on you? And he was like, my keys. He's like, do you think that would do it? And it was like, I think that would be the #1 answer on Family Feud of what would set a metal detector off. Keys? We thought he was gonna be like his knee or something. He's like, keys, do you think? You're like, let's just try it without it and see what happens. When you're married, fighting is open 24 hours, anytime. We got in a fight recently at 3 a.m. We woke up to get in this fight, and we live in Nashville, and we have a dog that freaks out when it thunders. So it was like thundering. So we have sedatives to give her because there's only so many times you can tell a dog it's just thunder before you're like, just take this. Hope this works. I'm not gonna hold you through it, you know. So I wake up, and I had asked my wife. I was like, hey, where are the sedatives at? And she was like, they're at the top of the cabinet. So I go get them. When I get them, I looked at the bottle, and the bottle said they were expired. So I had to like wake her back up. And I was like, hey, these say they're expired. And she was like annoyed. She was like, they're not expired. Those are new pills in an old pill bottle. And I was like, all right, you know, I should have thought of that. That's my fault. I mean, people come to our house all the time and they get milk and they're like, is this milk expired? And I have to go, that's new milk in an old milk jug. Are you the stupidest person I've ever met in my life? How could you not figure that out? That's basically what I told her. It wasn't as fun as that, you know, but that was the gist. And instead of just saying, you're right, that's a logical statement, she dives all in and tells me it doesn't matter because dog medicine can't even expire, which she's never even heard a rumor about that. She doesn't know that. We don't know any dog medicine people. I know who she knows, and we don't know one dog medicine maker that's like texting her like, let me tell you a little secret about dog medicine. We've invented medicine that can't expire. My last name is Bargatze. I know nothing about the history of my family. I've never like really looked into it. So I asked a great uncle, told me a pretty wild story. We had a guy in our family he got killed, got murdered actually by a sickle, like the thing the Grim Reaper carries. And this was like the 1800s too, just so you don't have to feel, it's not a recent story. We're over it as a family. So the guy, it was his own fault too. The guy's nickname, they called him Two Thumbs Bargatze. And the reason they called him that was because he had two thumbs on one hand, but still had the other thumb. So not even a good nickname. I'm Two Thumbs Bargatze. Everybody but him is Two Thumbs Bargatze. He's the only not two thumbs we've ever had in the history of our family. So, like I said, he was a troublemaker. Two Thumbs, he was hooking up with this guy's wife. So he's at her house. He leaves. The neighbor sees him. He gives him two thumbs, one hand up, you know. And the neighbor's like, all right. The husband gets home. The neighbor was like, hey, your wife's cheating on you with this dude. And he was like, who's the guy? And he was like, I don't know his name, but he had two thumbs on one hand, if that helps. And, you know, the guy was like, that helps a lot. I didn't know you were going to be that specific. So I know exactly who it is. So Two Thumbs was at home. This is all what I was told. He was at home. He was gardening. He was extra good at gardening. And he's sitting there. He's gardening. And the sickle's there. And then he kills him. He kills him with it. And that's it. That's basically it. But here's the lesson. All right, guys? The lesson is if you're doing something shady, that's not the time to stand out. You know? Like, you don't want to be different then. Put your dumb hand in your pocket. If I had three legs and was going to rob a bank, I'm going to be the getaway driver. I'm not going to gallop in the bank with all three legs. I was with a buddy, and we rented a car. He's driving. On the way out there, I see a dead horse. Just laid out in someone's yard. And I've never seen that before. And I was like, man, I bet you don't think about that when you buy a horse. Like it dying, like you don't fast forward that far. You know, that's a huge thing, dying in your yard. That's the weight of a horse. You know, you can't just scoot it off into the woods with your foot and be like, let's try to get another one before the kids come home. You have to tell your wife to keep the kids away for a month. You got to Google how to move a dead horse. You got to possibly get another horse to help you do it. And that's not going to be easy, you know? I think that's what the blinders are for, because it's like, just look ahead. Don't worry about what's going on back here. Or you got to get your friends to help you do it, and you can't spill the beans too quick on that. You know, you think it's hard to get them to help you move a couch, try a dead horse. I mean, you gotta lie to them. You gotta just be like, we're getting a divorce. We hate each other. Just come over. Bring your truck, though. And when they pull in there, let me tell you, they're gonna see it. All right, everybody saw it. It was next to the road. So they're gonna pull into that driveway and be like, man, I don't think they're getting a divorce at all. I think we're here to move that dead horse is what I think. And I say, let's let him bring it up, make him ask, but I will be shocked if we don't touch that dead horse today. And look, if you ever have to move a dead horse, I've clearly thought about it. And you want to be the first one to the horse. You don't want someone else to tell you where to grab a dead horse. So you just run out there like you love it, like it's the third one you've done that day. And get to the hoofs and go ahead and start lifting and be like, you guys get where you guys got to get, some guys down there, and let's just get it over with. I was golfing recently. You get done, you get very hot and sweaty, and I wanted to change shirts before I drove back. So I go to the trunk of my car and stayed in the parking lot. I take my shirt off. I have no shirt on, and this old man walks up to me and goes, Olivia? He was looking for his elderly wife and saw me with no shirt on at a car that he does not recognize. None of this is enough to not make him say, he's like, Olivia? I was embarrassed. I turned around, like, covered up. I was like, what's that? I go, what'd you say? And he was like, all right, my bad. Honest mistake. And I was like, God, that hurts worse than saying Olivia. I don't know who he offended more, me or Olivia. I think we could both have a word with him. I'd love to meet her, though. I'll tell you that. I'd love to see her and be like, all right, I get it. Like just... I'm married as well, and my wife always tells me that I don't like the way she talks. And it's not her voice. I like the sound of her voice. That'd be a big problem, I think, if it was like, it's your voice. I just hate it. To go to couples therapy and be like, can you hear it right? Like, it's not, it's not fun. It's the information that she chooses to tell me at times. We took a trip to Fort Lauderdale, and her and our daughter are flying from Nashville, where we live. And I was flying from Detroit. We're meeting at Fort Lauderdale's airport. I have to find them when they land. So I called her because I was about to take off, and I was like, all right, what time do you guys leave? And she goes, noon. And it's 11:30, and they're still at home. I was like, Laura, I don't know if you even know what an airport is. I mean, but if that plane was in our driveway, I don't think you could make it. She said, that's what time we leave for the airport. Our flight's not till 1:30. And I was like, all right, okay. So what do you think I wanted to know when I asked that? Is that what you thought the best information you could give me was a time that means nothing to nobody? What time did you go to bed last night? Just tell me that, and I'll just look up all the planes that land in Florida, and I'll guess which one I think you're on. She said, I'm sorry I don't talk the way you want me to talk. I'm like, I want you to talk like a regular person, all right? Just like you've been around people, We didn't talk in Florida, I'll tell you that.